Posture. Let's get started with that. So the first thing I talk about a lot is pulling up from the crown of your head or pulling up from your ponytail. So when we do this, what we're doing is we're literally pulling up from our ponytail, or grab some hair if you don't have a ponytail and just pull up. And what that's going to do is it's going to lengthen the back of your neck. So often what happens when people stand tall is they bring up their chin and they thrust their ribs. So they do this. I'm tall. And so their ribs have gone out and their chin's gone up. And we've got this curve in the back of our neck which can hurt us. We've flared our ribs forward, okay? So what we want to do, and let me just keep this up, it's probably going to be easier. What we want to do is pull up from here, which is going to drop our ribs and bring our chin in. Now, if you have forward head posture, so like this is also going to bring that back and in, okay? So step one, pull up from the crown of your head. So getting that nice long neck. And this is in any exercise. So if you're lying on your back doing the heel slides, you want to think long neck. Okay, so chin slightly tucked, long neck. Now, what tends to happen is if we're slung forward, and we can still do this, right? So, and I've told you, bring your hips back, but then we're getting that arch in our back. And what tends to happen is if our TVAs aren't strong enough, this arch in our back lets everything hang out, right? And we don't want it all to hang out. So now, second tip is I want you to take your hands and I want you to put your hands here and I want you to just gently push down, okay? So gently push down. It should feel really good. It should feel like your back is getting a good stretch. So gently push down from here, and that's going to take this arch and push it down. Now don't squeeze your glutes, just from this position so your ankle bone and hip bone are relatively in line. And now we push down, okay? And you'll just feel that lengthening. And when you push down like this, if you slightly engage your TVAs, you're going to come like this. So that rocking is going to happen, okay? So let's include both steps. So we're going to pull up, ribs down, push down, engage slightly. And then you're in a really strong, ribs are down, pelvis is in line, so we're connected between our pelvis and our ribs are connected, so we're in line, so our ribs are stacked on top of our pelvis there. Neck is in line as well because we've got a nice long neck, we've got our chin tucked, and we've pulled up. Now what you're going to do is to be able to maintain this, you will need a very slight tension on your TVAs, okay? So in good posture, I know I say don't engage all the time, but there's a difference between engaging like your exercises, so engage and I'm strong, like I'm going to lift something, and maintain a neutral pelvis, okay? So there's a touch of tension, just a touch, to be able to keep that in line. So pull up, bring our chin back, our neck long, bring a little bit of straightening of our back if we need to push down there and pull up from the pubic bone. And that's going to help you flatten this part, get rid of that arch, bring that head back so we're not in that forward head posture, and line ourselves up so that every time you breathe, everything can work correctly. So when you breathe in this position, because you don't have too much tension there, you're going to be able to expand and relax, and you'll feel the pressure on the pelvic floor, and exhale and engage everything as it comes back naturally. If you can't get that big inhale, it means you've over-engaged on your TVAs, okay? So that's a really good indication on whether you're just putting a little tension to hold good alignment or too much because you can't get a deep breath. So if you can't get a really good deep breath, you've got too much tension there, and that's not good for every day. But you should have just a touch there.